Yeah. We all live. Let's talk about it. With your host Jules and Latino. Let's talk about it. Pull up a chair and show people. Let's talk about it. Real life, real laughs on a reload. Let's talk about it. With your host Jules and Latino. Jules got the gems, big facts. Latino bring the spice. No cap, 2 mics, 1 vibe. Tap in, turn it up, tell a friend. Let's begin. Let's talk about it. With your host Jules and Latino. Let's talk about it. Pull up a chair and show people. Let's talk about it. Real life, real laughs on a reload. Let's talk about it. With your host Jules and Latino.
Whatever the fuck you want to say don't mean I gotta listen to it and not stop talking because you want to talk.
Yeah. We are. Let's talk about it.
With your host Jules and Latino.
Talk about it.
Pull up a chair, this your people.
Talk about it.
Real life, real laughs on the reload.
Talk about it.
With your host Jules and Latino. Jules got the gems, big facts. Latino bring the spice. No cap, 2 mics, 1 vibe. Tap in, turn it up, tell a friend. Let's begin.
Let's talk about it.
With your host Jules and Latino.
Talk about it.
Pull up a chair, this your people.
Talk about it.
Real life, real laughs on the reload.
Talk about it.
With your host Jules and Latino. Jules and Latino. Jules and Latino.
Come on, Latino, you gotta stop supporting this shit, OG.
Concrete walls, my only view. Another sunrise, another day through. This ain't no country club party, just sweat equity, darling. Sweat equity, that's my philosophy. Working hard for nothing, just a whole lot of suffering. The warden, he just laughs and grins, says, son, you're paying for your sins. I just nod and wipe my brow. Gotta get out of here somehow. Sweat equity, that's my philosophy. Working hard for nothing, just a whole lot of suffering. They say humor is a coping skill, so I laugh until my belly fills. At the irony of it all, this prison ain't got no last call. Sweat equity, is my philosophy. Working hard,
Welcome to Let's Talk About It with your host, Latino. We're going to be getting into what is sweat equity because I've been hearing this in my timeline ever since the Julio murderers. One of them has been convicted to life in prison with no possibility of parole. Um, and I mean, shit. Me personally, like, let's be honest. A shout out first before I get into this. Shout out to Nate. Shout out to NYC Majestic and anybody else there watching. Um, yeah. So, me personally, bro, like, is it warranted for the death penalty? I don't know, but like, this is the thing. Like, if you're gonna leave somebody in prison for the rest of their life, right? This is just me thinking out loud. I would assume that shit, like somebody has to pay for that cost, for the prisoner. Like some because like some prisoners cost up to what is it like 50, maybe 60K a year. So I mean, who's paying for these prisoners to be in prison? It's the taxpayer, right? That's how that works, right? So this is the thing, like why not have a thing like this? Sweat equity where these people have to work to maintain the roof that they live in, even though they made their choice. You understand what I'm saying, right? They made their choice. They made a decision. They broke the law. So for whatever period you're there, you're gonna have to work. Shit. And if you get shit pennies on the dollars, then guess what? I mean, avoid trying to go into prison. That's all I'm saying. Like you just don't go there. I don't know. Figure something out, man. But wilding out in the street all the time and doing negative shit, it ain't gonna lead to anything positive. Just saying, like there's so many jobs you could get. You get yourself an application. You get yourself a bike. You can start delivering things. You could, there's so many things you could do, bro. Like you don't have to, uh, apply yourself to be a gangster or a thug. Like they don't offer dental. They don't offer health insurance. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. Like, it's just a waste of time for what? For rep to say that you hard or something. Like, what does that get you? I mean, shit. I know where it got him, but for those that don't remember, let me take you back to memory lane real quick and put the video of the execution here of Julio on the day of his birthday in Tampa Bay. So let's get into this. Look at them with the chisties and shit. Look at that. On some. Look at that. Chisties on. Crazy work. See, that's the one that got him because he fled from the other two dudes. Like these dudes, man. Like not for nothing. I'm not encouraging this behavior, but god damn it, dude. Like if you're gonna do this type of shit, like you know what I mean? Like you could have shot. If there were other people out there. Thank God it was nighttime. But if there were other people there, man, like the way these people were shooting, bro, oh my God, it would have been worse. But that's some shit out of a movie, man. Boys in the Hood or some shit. They killed Ricky! Ricky! On some Ricky shit, man. Damn. damn, you seen that, yo? Like how it was just letting them off, letting them off. Damn, like nothing. Ugh, crazy work, crazy work, crazy work, crazy work, y'all. Shit, man. Like just to get one individual, man. Like it's crazy. All those bullets. What a waste. Jesus Christ, man. Like, oh man. Yeah, in Florida, they don't play that shit, man. I'm telling you, bro. And that's where these people end up getting caught up. So Florida is not one of those states to play around, yo. So like, this is the thing. Like me and my family, you know, my wife and stuff, we're probably move to Florida. Let's be honest, because all her family members are moving there, so it would only make sense. So this is the thing: if I move to Florida, I gotta adapt to Florida now. Florida can't adapt to me. Like that's wild. I'm only one individual. What do I mean by this? If I go to Florida and I live in Florida now, I gotta go by the Florida laws. I can't go by the laws in Massachusetts, y'all. Just doesn't make any sense. So I gotta go with the laws that are in the books in Florida. Because it's just common sense to live like that, right? And especially because I mean, I don't know if this kid is like originally from there, because I've heard that, you know, this kid was in where was it, Japan and some other shit, you know. So who knows? I don't know his family's background, but if he was in Japan and in these other countries, I'm guessing that his family might have been military, right? Who knows? I could be wrong, but yeah, man, you live in Florida, bro, and like, let's say that your family is military. Damn, they should have taught you better, man, to know the laws and shit, bro. But I mean, I guess none of that shit matters, bro, when you in a group of individuals and, you know, it's a body for a body, and the shit never ends. And, you know, I'm smoking on this loud pack type of, you know, mindset. And it just goes on and on and on. Cause I've seen it, bro. I lived in the hood, man. I lived in the hood for what, a good, what, 15, 13 years of my life. So I mean, I've seen it all, bro. I've seen all those videos that you be seeing online. I've seen a little bit of everything, man. Like in the little area I lived in, bro. Like I'm just saying. So, but let's hear this guy's remorse and sentiment on what he did. So let's see the bullshit.
Were you remorseful as you were running back with that AR-15 in your hands?
Like I said, I try to remember nothing from that night.
Yeah.
Was it traumatic to you as you went back to the car with that AR-15? Was it still smoking? Was it still warm in your hands from firing it?
Sustain the objection.
Were you feeling remorse as you were getting back into the Impala?
Like I said, I just try to focus on today, and
You try to focus on today, but the thing about it is, homie, like when you were being interrogated with that you was caught up, you were fucking dancing, bro. I don't know to what song or what music you were playing, because you ain't had no earpods. That's one. And two, the police station ain't playing no music, bro. But you was dancing, man. You were like, you know, flexing and stuff. So, I mean, I don't know, man. Like, damn, I was trying to look for that video because I did see it. So I'm not making this up. Like, he was dancing, which is crazy. It's like, bro, you in the interrogation room and you fucking dancing. Like, these motherfuckers don't stop dancing, bro. It's like you're always dancing and shit, man. Like, come on, man. This is a place and a time.
moving forward.
You dropped the Impala, the one that had all of these shooters in it, the one that was utilized in this murder, that was such a vital cog in this plan. You dropped it at your grandmother's house in Auburndale, didn't you?
Oof.
I'm here to
Oof. See, that's another thing, too. I don't understand these dummies. Like, this is why you can't be influenced by like music and like movies and stuff like that. You gotta be realistic, homie. Like I'm gonna teach you a thing or two. This is only for educational purpose, YouTube. So don't. I'm not trying to have anybody commit crimes or anything like that. But I will say this: like, if you had a handgun, it would be much easier to get rid of, man. Like, but to get rid of something that big, bro, that's a problem, man. Like this is the thing, dog. These people don't seem to understand or comprehend that shit. And if you're gonna be living that type of lifestyle, you gotta understand that when you use one of those tools, you gotta get rid of it. You can't keep it. And most of these motherfuckers be like, nah, I paid this much for it, so I'm keeping my shit. This is my baby. I'm like, bro, you're an idiot. I'm telling you, I've seen this shit in the hood. Oh man.
To testify about today,
Are you going to answer that question, or are you going to avoid it? Because that's not what I asked what you were doing here today. I think we all understand what you're here to do today, what you're testifying about. I'm asking you specifically about your remorse. Were you remorseful when you dropped that car off and left it at your grandmother's house in Auburndale?
I did go to my grandmother's house.
Were you feeling remorse when you hugged her and got into the 4Runner and left her with the Impala after you wiped it down?
Sir, I'm just telling you that today I would like to express my remorse to the
I
family and to
understand.
the
I
court.
understand what you're trying to do today. I'm asking you, since you're trying to convince this jury that you're remorseful, were you feeling remorse that next day or later that day?
I don't remember.
Bro, this dude, man, I would have been sobbing like boogers and all that shit. Snot, saliva coming out my mouth, all that shit, man. I would have looked like a pit bull crying. Man, foam out the mouth, all that. I would have been like, yes, sir. I feel remorse, sir. At that time, you gotta understand, I was influenced by my buddies and shit. Whatever it takes, bro. Whatever it takes. But just to be this calm and cool collective, bro, like a cucumber. Oh my lord. No, 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 man. Like the jury's looking at this, man. And the jury usually plays off of feelings and emotions and shit too, man. Believe it. So I don't know, man. Like this guy did not play his cards right, because at least they you know, maybe the jury would have been like, damn, man, that sentence is kind of, you know, a little bit too fucking harsh, bro. So maybe we gonna, you know, try to, you know, take it down to manslaughter or something. You know what I mean? Maybe give him 30 or something. You know what I mean? But like, but nah, man, no remorse, bro. So when it came to that jury, man, they just said, man, no, because look at you right now. I'm telling you, I would have been snotting the fuck out right now. I would have been crying my tears. I would have been, bro. What?
These days in detail, how I was feeling, what I was thinking.
What about later that night when you went to Orlando? Were you feeling
he's an
remorse
idiot about
when
that
you were
one
out
too,
partying at Club Parlay celebrating?
Bro, see, that's that shit right there. Yep, that's that shit right there. That's that, bro. It's like these motherfuckers don't know. Like you do a hit or something, lay low, man, until shit cool down or whatever, bro. But nah, these motherfuckers went out in club, bro. They went out and party, bro. Are you hearing this? They went out and had a party, bro. They went out and had a blast, a celebration. Damn.
What you
I'm surprised they didn't have a parade.
had done that day?
That was my sister's birthday party.
But did you feel any remorse while you were drinking Don Julio tequila?
Yeah. Ooh.
And putting that in your video and throwing gang signs?
I'm here
Did you
to
feel remorse
Yo,
testify.
you seen that smirk? You seen that smirk? The jury look at that shit, bro. I'm telling you, the jury look at that shit and they'd be like, oh my God, what an arrogant prick. Hey, I'm telling you, look.
Throwing gang signs?
I'm here
Did you
to
feel
Boom, bro. Like, come on, man. You Bro, this dude, man, he's a moron. He's a moron. I'm telling you, bro. This dude, bro, he's an idiot. Like, dude, he really chuckled, bro. Like, why would you do that? Oh my lord, man. Jesus, man. Only sorry about yeah, exactly, bro. Exactly. Man, dude, but that like to smile and smirk like that, bro. Like, yo, you gotta have some balls, bro. Like, you get what I'm saying? Because look. This is my thing, bro. Like, I have seen videos, right, where there's inmates, that getting tried and shit. And they're just like, I don't give a fuck, and I'll do it again. You know what I mean? They stand 10 toes on it. On that gangster shit, right? That they believe in. And I could respect that, even though, I don't respect criminals, right? I could respect the nature of it, right? He's standing on 10 toes. But this dude, he ain't standing on 10 toes. Oh no. He trying to make you think, you know what I mean? Like, damn, man, give me some. I know I did the crime, but like, give me, cut me some slack. Give me 25, because, the dude that I did kill, you know what I mean? He also was, a bad person too. So, I did you guys a favor. Like, you know what I mean? But it's like, yeah, you can think that and keep that all the way, locked in your mind. But don't think that shit out in the court. I mean, I know he didn't say it, but the way this guy is moving and acting, bro, it makes it seem like that. And it's just crazy to me, bro. Like what the hell, dude? Like, oh my lord, man. Listen, I went to court for what was it, a ticket or some shit of a head charge, because over here they charge you when you're speeding. They'll charge you the speeding ticket and a head charge. And sometimes when they charge you the head charge, you like, you could appeal it and shit. You could go to the court or whatever. So that's what I did. I was like, damn, I'm not paying that 150. That would have been a $300 ticket. So I go over there. I tried to appeal it, and what they ended up doing, it was like, you know what, we'll meet you halfway. And I was like, fuck it, I'll take it. It's better than paying the fucking full price. But when I went to that court, bro, man, you best believe, man, I was like at ease. You know what I mean? Like a soldier. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. It was none of that wearing a hat, baggy pants under my ass. None of that, bro. There was no bad behaviors, bro. Like when I even go to court just for something like that, I wear like a button up or something, bro. Like or a polo shirt, like the two buttons. Yeah, man, because it's just like you want to look, at least decent, bro. It's crazy, man. Like, yo, man, I don't know, man. Like, nobody ever taught these motherfuckers this shit. This is crazy, bro. My parents taught me that. We don't need any questions, to be honest. No. Yeah, we gonna get into that, bro, because a lot of people, are trying to, not defend this guy's actions. Of course not, but they trying to say, "Oh no, this is modern day slavery, man." And I'm like, I beg to differ, bro. I'm like, if you know that this stuff type of shit happens, right? Then why in the hell would you commit crimes to be a slave? Like, it just doesn't make any sense to me, right? So if you know that the outcome of the crime is to be a slave for the rest of your life in prison, would you want to commit crimes? No. Like this is what I'm saying, bro. Like, people play the lottery, right? Because they want a chance to win and become, a millionaire or a billionaire or something, right? That's why they play the lottery, right? There's a reason why they play the lottery. This motherfucker played the stupid lottery and he won. So I don't want to hear anybody say, "Oh no, because it's fucked up. That sweat equity is slavery, man." And it's like, yeah, but then again, like I said, he lives in Florida. And if Florida does that type of shit, then he should have known better. That's all I'm saying. That's my argument. That's my argument. So what? We were going to get rid of this kid, execute him for what? He's young. He could build license plates, baseballs, chop rocks, or whatever the hell they do. He could do all that. He able. Oh no, that's fucked up, man. I mean, but he was able to go with his goons and shoot up a car, right? So you telling me he's not able to work in prison for 8 hours a day, Monday to Friday? I don't want to hear that shit.
Testify about today, sir. We've all seen the evidence. We've all reviewed
Mr. Chance.
Bro, that's fucking arrogant as fuck, bro. Like, yo, oh my God. I'm gonna rewind that shit. Did y'all hear that? How arrogant, bro. How arrogant, bro. And this is why they gave him what they gave him, bro. Jesus Christ, what a retard. What up, John? You want me to you want to come up here and talk about this dumbass? Jesus, man. Oh Lord.
We've all seen the evidence. We've all reviewed
Mr. Chance.
Bro, why you oh my Lord. You sitting down right now, man, and you oh Lord, and this is what comes out of your mouth. Bro, you really got some cojones, man. You really got some cojones, man.
It's not time for you now to make speeches. You've politely answered your counsel's questions. Can you not answer the state's questions? Is there something about my question you don't understand?
I was getting to.
I'm sorry, Mr. Gathry. I called you Mr. Chance. Excuse me.
I was getting to my answer. Like I said, I've seen all the evidence.
Well, we've all seen all the evidence.
Right?
Yeah, man, but why are you even saying that? Because that's not even the question that he's asking you. He's asking you if you feel any remorse. And like I said, I would have been having boogers, snots, tears, man, you fucking name it, bro. I would have been bawling out, crying. I would have made, bro, you would have had to give me the Oscars, bro, or the Grammys, whatever it is that they give out. It's the Oscars, right? The Oscars. You would have had to give me an Oscar for my performance. Oh yeah. Like, because you got the jury there, man. Like, you got to sell them. You got to sell to them, bro. Like, oh, man, this guy is such an idiot. Like, yes, we know we saw the evidence. Yes, we know that you're going to prison. We all know this shit. We know that you're guilty. We know everything. But why even state that, dude? Like, oh, my Lord, man. This guy is a moron, dude.
Yeah, that's true.
And after all that evidence came in and this jury based their true verdict on that, convicting you, now you're taking accountability? Is that correct?
Sustain the objection.
Of course, because he got caught. That's what it is, man. Sloppy job, dude. They thought that wearing some chaisties. Oh, man. They thought wearing some chaisties and, carry on a hit, that was enough. But no, it wasn't. These people he decided to go to his grandma's house with the car that he committed the crime in, which I'm probably guessing it was his grandma's car, which is stupid. It's stupid as hell, bro. We listen, we got a whole see, this is only for educational purpose, you two. We got a whole bunch of little young boys, bro, stealing Kias, man. You telling me that you used your grandma's vehicle? Man, oh man, bro. I'm telling you, it's like nothing is ever thought out or planned, man. It's just like, fuck it. It's just based, off an emotion. Boom, let's just do it. Oh my Lord. And this is why I say mama be raising these boys, man. Mama be raising these boys because to be thinking like that and not even to, have some type of abstract thinking or think ahead to the future. Jesus Christ. Yeah. Smart. So smart, dude. But let's see what academics has to say about this kid.
If he was gangster, the only way, if I'm on the jury, y'all don't want me on the jury.
Yeah, you wouldn't want me in the jury either. I'll tell you that. Oh no. And like, and people gonna be like, yeah, but Latino, how about if that was you? And I'm like, yeah, but why would you put me in that position? Like, what are you saying? Like, you know what I mean? That's very insulting when people say shit like that. You never notice that? Like, yo, but how about if you in that position? And it's like, bro, the guy is a murderer. So you saying that I'm a murderer? You jackass? Oh, dude. But let's continue.
He was gangster. The only way, yo, if I'm on the jury, y'all don't want me on the jury. Y'all don't want me on the jury. You gotta pop out like this. I'm putting that boy Sean Gathright to death, nigga, unless he come out like this. If he coming like this,
So I wrote a song.
this how you gotta come for me to say, all right.
Hello there, Your Honor. I want to say I'm sorry for the things I've done, and I try and be stronger. In this life I chose, but I want you to know that door I closed. In Your Honor, I'm sorry. To my mother, I'm sorry.
To Fulio,
To the victim, I'm sorry.
hey, right there, be like, yo, to Fulio, I'm sorry. That's how you gotta get it. Oh yeah.
Sorry. Yes, Your Honor, I'm sorry.
Oh, nigga hit the. I'm trying to catch an extra harmony. Nah. Wait, what?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yeah, I mean that's exactly what I said. I would have been like, I would have given the best performance of my life. I'll tell you that, man. Man, bro, I would have been singing to the gospel, to the choir, to the gospels, man. Like you best believe it. Shit, man. It's like, yo, but you already got the evidence, bro. Like I don't know what else you guys want me to talk about. You already got the evidence, though. Like what you mean? Like, yo, you acting like these people are your homies in the street. Like, this is the jury, man. Like, what the? Y'all crazy.
Lipstick on my Hennessy, felt like you took
Yeah, look at
me off.
all his boys with him that did the crime. Look. See, and they can't say, hey. Oh, I'm gonna get flocked for this.
Suicide of your love is
I'm gonna get flocked for this. Look at this. What do you see? Boom, 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 boom. All right. Boom. Oh man.
who took it.
Oh man. You already know what I'm about to say. You already know what I'm about to say. Look at you laughing. You already know what I'm about to say. Oh, damn, man. That's crazy. They got Steph Curry paying for the crime, bro. And left out LeBron, left out KD, and left out Draymond Green. Damn, man. Steph Curry took the bait. The light-skinned brother, bro. Damn, man. They ratted him out. They ratted the light skin, bro, man. Oof. Sad set of affairs. But let's continue here, man. I wanna talk about what sweat equity is, right? The real sweat equity, not the prison-based sweat equity. So we're gonna learn a thing or two now. Okay.
Ever work for free, hoping it'll pay off later? That's called sweat equity. It means earning ownership in a business through effort instead of money. For example, if a startup can't afford to pay a developer, they might offer part of the company instead. That share, earned through work, not investment, is called sweat equity. It's common in early stage startups where cash is tight, but help is needed to build the product, grow the business, or handle operations. The value of that equity can grow if the company becomes successful. Ever work for free?
Yeah, so it's not a bad thing, but there's no sweat equity in prison because I mean, shit, the state get that money, and the only money that you probably get is for commissary and phone calls and shit like that. So, I mean, ooh, it's gonna be interesting to see, but let's see what other people have to say about this, the other side, the side that is triggered, the side that wants to cry, bicker, bitch, and moan. So let's see what the black conservative, Mr. Greg Foreman himself, has to say. If you guys are not familiar with his channel, you should go over there and like and subscribe. He has good content, political, conservative leaning topics and news clips and stuff like that. He breaks a whole bunch of stuff down, and kind of like his perspective.
Address the court and the jury. So I would like to ask you what you want the jury to know.
Yeah. I just want to address the court today, and I'm not here to dispute anything. I'm just here to be a man and take responsibility and express my feelings about what this whole situation. That's what I plan on doing.
Okay. And how do you feel? What?
I feel very remorseful. This is a terrible situation. It's been a traumatic experience.
And based on Mr. Gathwright's age, physical abilities, things like that, do you think that the prison would benefit from him in a work capacity if he were sentenced to life without parole?
Just when you thought it couldn't get any worse for this young man, check this out.
I say yes, with my experience, not only just in classification, but as former ward and even as a jail administrator. He's someone that's young, he's healthy. In reality, we need that labor, we need that sweat equity, and we will put him out there to work because we do have an aging prison population, jail administration. We have that. So we put these young individuals to work and get some sweat equity out of them since they are young and actually can do the work.
Oof. Get some sweat equity out of them, y'all. That shit getting them tight. That shit getting them tight, man. That shit getting them tight right now. It's like, oh no, they putting the brother down in slavery and all this shit and all that, right? But check this out. This is where I kill them in this argument. If this stands for, let's say, because I don't know how it works in other states, right? But we're just going to use Florida as a whole. Let's say that this is a thing in Florida, right? And if we look at the stats of Florida, let's see who's locked up per capita or whatever, right? Whites to black to Hispanic to other, whatever, fine. We'll probably see that, there's probably a majority of white people that are locked up in there over black people for the simple reason that, the population is majority white, right? I mean, one can assume, right? So if that's the case, right? Why are we not arguing or complaining or crying about, those other white dudes probably doing the sweat equity too? Why is it a problem now for this young boy? Like, this is what I'm saying, bro. And this is why I brought this topic up today. And I'm not trying to defend white or black or any of that shit. I'm just stating something.
Tell me what that sounds like to you. If that does not sound like modern day slavery, then what does it sound like?
Boy.
Bro, he crazy.
So react. A good birth order. Way about for big internet. These people painful. So while further.
Yes, with my experience, he's labor with aging work.
Gathright. He's being sentenced for the murder of Julio Fulio, rapper. Check this out. We are past the point of the school to prison pipeline. We are going directly to the school to slavery pipeline.
But look at this.
Facts. If you commit these crimes, if you murder somebody, regardless of whether or not you're in school, doesn't matter. Yeah, you're going straight to prison, right? What's so controversial about this? I don't understand. I don't get it.
76% of incarcerated individuals, regardless of the crime, say that they were forced to work or face serious consequences within the prison.
But look, that's not enough. To be honest with you, 99% of them should be working. I'm trying to figure out what the problem is here.
Incarcerated individuals on average produce $2 billion worth of goods and maintain $9 billion worth of products every year.
not enough, right? It should be more, right?
I agree. It should be more. It should be more. I mean, like, you got the time all day. Like, what are you going to do? Look at the ceiling? Shit, man, you there for life. You there for life. Like this is the thing. You keep them busy, they ain't gonna cause no trouble or havoc in that prison now because they busy. And this is the thing, believe it or not, you know, with this kid, they're gonna put him there immediately to work and stuff. Like, but let's just say that wasn't the case. Let's just say that he would have to sit there for 2 years. I'm pretty sure as a prisoner, he would try to find something else to do in there in prison, right? To not go crazy. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I mean, like, there's a lot of prisoners, bro, that want these type of jobs anyways in prison because, you know, they want to keep their mind, you know, on something else. So I mean, shit, this guy has a lot of time in his life to keep his mind on something else. So shit, a job ain't bad, man. A job ain't bad. Like beds from prisoners, military prisoners. Yeah, fuck that. You got it. Hey, it don't matter out in the live. You commit a crime, you're gonna have to work for pennies on the dollar, bro. You get that freedom to get 23, 25, 28, 30 and up when you're out of prison. But when you inside, hey, that's on you, homie.
If we could juice some more out of them, we should be doing a lot more, right? Those numbers don't sound big enough for me, right?
That includes things like cooking, cleaning, laundry work, road work, firefighting, and public maintenance. But did you get this part?
Because we do have an aging prison population, jail administration.
In 1991, people 55 and older made up 3% of the prison population. By 2021, they made up 15%. That's 5 times higher. And among those serving life sentences, 30% were 55 and older. Check this out. Prisoners are counted as part of the population of where they're incarcerated. This inflates the political power and the population of prison towns, while prisoners never reap the benefits. For example, if a town has 500 black inmates, but they have a residential population of 500 people, they can now say that they have a town of 1,000 people. And they can even go further and say that they have a town that's 50% black. So when election time comes and they get the representation that they want, they could say that the black population has jobs, but they don't vote, keeping out the fact that those black people are in prison. And that,
all right, well, just, you know, don't go to prison, right?
Yep.
If you don't want this to be a problem, don't go to prison, right? It's really that simple.
It instantly reminded me of slavery. When I was visualizing when they used to put the slaves on this little platform and they checked to see how healthy the slave was, if they was young, if they was tall, if they was, and how he was describing this guy on this stand. I just was visualizing like, man, this seemed like slavery again. Even though he put himself in the slave system. But the thought of the warden saying, nah, don't kill him. Look how healthy he is. We need that.
Yeah, but you said it. He put himself in the system. Like this is the thing. Like, what is he supposed to get? Like, accommodated, a TV, a pillow, and just live his life there until he rots? Feed him 3 times a day? Like, no. Like, yo, what is wrong with y'all, man? Jesus Christ, we gone soft.
Sweat equity, like he said that.
Yeah, he a healthy young Negro, right? A strong buck, right? We can put him to work.
Damn right.
Hey, I love it. To be honest with you, it don't trigger me. Right? This dude's a criminal. He's a cold-blooded murderer.
Yep.
Why would I be triggered by the idea of a murderer being forced into slavery, right? Why would I be upset about that, right? If we're gonna have slavery, if we're gonna have forced labor, yeah, we should be forcing murderers to repay their debt to society, right?
Damn right.
I don't see how
Damn
this
right.
is controversial, but again, it's controversial to some people because of the fact that he's black and forced labor is involved. Hilarious.
I got something to do for him. I'm gonna put him to work. And I'm like, wait, y'all not understanding or seeing what's going on? If y'all don't get y'all shit together, that they got a plantation for you to work.
Facts.
They don't even want to give you the death sentence no more.
Nope.
He's trying to spare his life, not because he love him, not because he care, but because he say we need that sweat equity.
Right. We deporting a lot of illegals. We're deporting illegals, and we need labor to replace the illegals. And this young, strong man who's a murderer is the perfect candidate, right? The perfect candidate. I'm trying to figure out what's so controversial about this. What's so triggering about this? None of these people have ever seen what this guy is describing, right? He's talking about, well, this reminds me of when they used to put the black men up, the black bodies up on the stage, and they used to weigh them and all. It's like you've never seen that, right? You've never seen that before. You saw it in a Hollywood movie, right? But you've never actually experienced or seen that a day in your life. So you don't know what it was like, right? You have no clue what it was like. I'm sick of these people who've never experienced slavery, who've never been slaves, pretending like they know what slavery was like.
It's funny that he says that. God damn. Excuse me. It's funny that he says that, right? Because I have a clip for y'all. I have a clip for you. It's funny that he says that shit, right? Look at this. Look at this clip. I was gonna save it for the end, but yeah, bro, this shit is hilarious. This shit right here is hilarious, bro. Look what it says. Bro. Y'all ready? Oh, this shit is hilarious. Yeah, man. It's like they never seen it, but they're fighting it. You understand? That's the whole purpose of that meme. Yeah, it's like Jesus Christ, bro. My great grandmother, but this is my great grandmother or my great grandmother. Man, that lady was a slave. Like, like you want me to feel for her, bro? Like, it's just stupid. Like she went through what she went through. I'm here, man. Like it is what it is, bro. Like you want me to be all uptight the rest of my life for a life that I never fucking encountered? Like you sound stupid.
Right? They don't know anything at all. Let's continue.
What happened to Sean Gathright in that trial was necessary for everybody to see. It was necessary. It needed to happen because y'all done got too laxed when it comes to this pro-black thing. This is why we had a problem with y'all letting that bar slide about Kendrick freeing the slaves. Y'all took that too lightly. And so here we are, 2026. His lawyer was pleading for his life by basically selling him into state-sanctioned slavery. Wrap your mind around that. Y'all needed to be reminded of where you are. You needed to be reminded that you're behind enemy lines. That's always been our problem for the last 20, 30 years. Black folk done got too comfortable here.
Well, if that's the case, then why are you still here? Right? Black people are too comfortable in the United States, and we're behind enemy lines, according to this guy. Why are you still here? Why haven't you left yet? That's the real question.
They forgot that they was black. And now here we are. You just got punched in the stomach. What a lot of us was just, we knew what this was. We knew what the system has always been. Look up how much it takes to house a prisoner. And you can go state by state if you want to, but look how much it costs to house a prisoner, how much federal money they get to house prisoners.
Exactly. So if that's the case, then why should the taxpayer should be the burden for these dumbasses wanting to commit crimes? We have social programs to try to help these people lift themselves up. And instead, they rather lift a fucking AK-47 and shoot a place up or shoot a car, shoot a person because, it's gang, shiesty life. You know what I mean? So no, like you need to go to prison, right? That's one. And when you're in prison, you're going to do something. You're not just going to rot there and die, bro. Like, no, it's a burden to taxpayers. So fuck it. If it's an equivalent of what, 10 or 11 billion dollars that they make off of you guys, then fuck it. Let that be it. If you don't want to go through that situation, then don't go to fucking prison. Don't commit crimes. It's the same thing with Chud the Builder, right? Let's say they find him guilty, right? This is just a hypothetical. And then they put him to do sweat equity. I don't want to hear, you know, I'm pretty sure nobody's gonna cry for him to say, oh my God, look at him. He has to work in prison and shit. Nobody's gonna do that. Nobody. But for some reason, we're gonna do it. Man, this is what I'm saying, bro. This is just retarded.
I'm telling you, like this system told you with the 13th Amendment. Go back and look at that documentary. It's on Netflix right now. All of y'all got Netflix still. It tells you about the new Jim Crow. It tells you that it is all about prison labor, free labor. Slavery has not stopped. It just turned from private to public. This was necessary. I hate it had to come to this, but this was necessary.
Wow. Incredible. Right? Incredible.
Acts in the name of justice. The argument isn't whether this young man deserves harsh punishment or harsh consequences for what he did. That's not what's in question. My question is simply, do we want to abolish slavery or not? Is it one of the worst human atrocities or not? Of course, y'all are thinking in terms of vengeance, but in the middle of the courtroom, it stopped being about seeking justice and went to doing business. That doesn't alarm you?
Navon, the #1 rated.
Man, it doesn't alarm me, bro. Like, if it alarms you, homie, then don't commit crimes. It's just that simple, man. It's really not that complicated, though. Like, why is it that these people are like surprised or something, Jules? What's up?
Hey, yeah, why is this so hard? It's
ain't.
no, it's not. They're trying to make it because they're black, right? No,
Yes,
because you're freaking criminals.
That's what I'm getting to. It's
Jesus.
ridiculous.
It's
But look,
retarded.
I just
heard
made
you say retarded when I first came in. I'm like, what's he talking about? Retarded? Yes, this is all retarded.
Yeah, like I made the point that, you know, there might be more white people in the prison system. So let's say that this is a thing, right? Wouldn't that in turn mean that, you know, there's more white people working in prison via sweat equity, right? Right? One would assume, right?
Right. You would hope.
Okay, that's my point too, and I'm just like, I just don't get it.
Wow.
I'm not trying to defend whites here. I'm not trying to do any of that. I'm just, you know, stating something, you know, observing. Because they're gonna be like, oh, look at him defending. No. That's not what I'm doing. I'm trying to pinpoint hypocrisy here. That's what I'm doing. Yep.
Well, you're doing a good job of it. I mean, it's not like white people are going to start a channel about the white people in prison doing, you know, sweat equity.
No, they don't care.
Unless I do one as a spoof.
They don't care unless they really think that person is innocent. But to be honest, when a white person goes to prison, they're just like all other white people are just like, they go about their day. It's not really an issue. Unless it's a big story. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like, you know, but Jesus Christ. This is like every time, dude. Every time. The same thing with the guy in Chicago. Oh, they killed him. They shot him. The police shot him 20 times. And it's like, when you look at the video, he took out a Mac-10 and tried to shoot, you know, but before he could pull the trigger, he got lit up. They stopped protesting and everything. And it's just like, damn, man, but you guys didn't come out and say, damn, you guys are wrong. It's on to the next one. And it's like, Jesus Christ, man. This is stop.
Have a look, see what Aztec's saying here. Employment,
Yeah, employment
slavery,
is a
always
slavery.
has
It's
been. I
slavery.
agree. We're debt slaves.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we should have to work to live on a planet that no other species has to work to live, aside from, natural laws of nature and sustaining yourself. In that sense, it's work. But this fiat system is really a bunch of bullshit. But it's what we have right now. How do we fix it?
See what this guy has to say.
Prison population, jail administration.
When I'm seeing this video right here of Sean Gathright, aka one of the individuals that was found guilty when it comes to the unaliving of Julio Fulio, all I can say is he has no idea whatsoever what he's about to get into. Never mind the fact that the individual was just telling him that he's going to be sweat equity. Other words, he's going to be working in the fields all day long, and he's not going to be getting paid anything. If he does, it's going to be a few cents. He's not going to be able to afford a soup, even after working for an hour or two. And it's a horrible, miserable way to live. And that guy is giving him the spoiler alert. So if you're younger, stay out of trouble. Prison is not cool. I don't care how many videos you see. I'm going to give you a very real perspective right here. So make sure you follow for more. But most importantly, stay free.
There you go. There you have it.
Stay free.
There you have it. Stay free, man.
Stay out of trouble.
Stay out of trouble. Stay free. I mean, it's a simple concept. I mean, you don't want to, you know what I mean? You don't want to be a equity, sweat equity. You know what I mean? So if that's the case, then homie, don't go to prison, bro. Don't be gang.
Gunshots. That's what I'm talking about. Did you hear what he said? That the young people, because they strong, they all work equity. That means that they get equity, meaning finances from the sweat off their back. Sweat equity.
He love it. He love it. Yeah, he love it, man. He love it. He is loving it. Let me see what else I got here.
Check it out. Unicor pays top prison industry pay. That's about $1.65 an hour. It's going to take you 8 to 10 years to get to $1.65. Now let's do the math. 40 hours a week, 52 weeks a year. That's 2,080 hours every single year. And do that with his life expectancy. So we're just going to do about 45 years, right? That's 93,600 labor hours. And at $1.65, if he was getting paid $1.65, that comes roughly to about $154,000. At $154,000, almost 99% of that $154,000, that's going to go to commissary, to the phone. All right, because he's going to need hygiene products. He's going to need whams and snacks and cakes and all that, right? But that ain't going to be enough. He's going to have his family, people that support him. So now, if he ain't got no support, check this out. And at 40 hours a week, because guess what? He ain't going to be able to afford prison. You dig what I'm saying? He's not going to be able to afford prison. He's going to need support. But at $154,000 over 45 years, most jobs are like $15 a month. You work in the kitchen, that's $15 a month. And over 45 years, that's only $8,100. Okay? Now, if you get a job that pays $40, that's $21,600 over 45 years. Now compare that to the free world. Let's say the young man took a different route and he got a 2-year degree. Now he said he was in photography, right? Or he went to a trade school. A modest trade school. You know what I'm saying? Nothing major. That's $50,000 a year. And over life, that's $2.25 million. And that's conservative. Now, here's where it gets deeper. Check it out.
Hey, sweat equity. Shout out to sweat equity. Yeah, shout out to sweat equity, man. Yeah, because it's like, bro, nobody told your ass to do what you did, man, and then expect me, Latino, to feel some type of, sympathy here. No. You got to be shitting me, man. Nah. I don't care. You could be black, blue, green, yellow. You do something dumb, and there's some sweat equity for you. I'ma celebrate it, man. Ain't nothing wrong with no sweat equity. Like y'all for equity and all that shit. Why y'all not for sweat equity? What's wrong with sweat equity? Y'all for all that other equity shit that we've been hearing for the past like what 15, 10 years now. You guys love all that equity, but y'all don't like this equity. What's up with that? What's up with that? Help me understand why they don't like this equity, man. See, this is the actual first time I actually celebrated equity. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm for this equity. I'm 100% on board with this equity. But for some reason, they're not on board with this equity, Jules. You on board with this equity. I'm on board with this equity. Cam is on board with this equity. I'm pretty sure most of the people in the chat are with this equity here. Even in real life, let's say even in real life, sweat equity, for instance, like, Facebook, they didn't have no money. They started something, and then from there, the guy was working. That's sweat equity, until they built a company, and it became something. So I'm not even opposed to that. Like I would do that too, if I knew that if I believe and knew in my hearts of hearts that this is gonna work out. Fuck yeah, why not?
Yeah. I mean, really, that's how you learn. I mean, that's what parents do to their kids, just so you learn some values about what it takes to take care of anything, and if you have to help take care of it, maybe you're not going to trash it. Maybe you're going to take care of your stuff and not keep asking people to buy you new shit because you keep breaking it. Or, I have another good example. When my son was like 12, I don't know, he was in junior high, and he had this friend this poor kid. It was like one of those situations where the mom killed the dad, or the dad killed the mom, so the mom's dead and the dad's in jail, and he's, whispering in the wind kind of thing. And so he was friends with this kid, and he tried to stay out of trouble. But anyway, one day they're walking home from school, and it was a dry, almost, school's out, it's a dry day. And this kid pulls out matches. And my son said, I don't think I should be playing with matches right now, because they were along a creek with a lot of brush and stuff. And, but Jesse, that's the other kid, I'm not saying my son's name, Jesse proceeded to play with the matches. And as soon as he dropped one, whoosh, and my son was booked at home to call 911 and, get the fire department out there. But after that, so of course, it all got taken care of. At the time, his dad was a cop, and he talked to, like the fire chief and stuff. And I think part of it, like my ex actually instigated, but he had to go do community service. Like there was no court or anything, you know what I mean? But it was like, go do community service, go help the fire department clean up stuff, kind of like what they do for people on the side of the road. All for that. You think my son ever fucked around again or let someone else fuck around with matches with dry brush? No. I think if you learn your lessons early, you're not going to fuck around. Yeah, let them earn that food and shelter, NYC. You go. Tell him. Prisoners are working for the prison system, Palomino. The greater good.
A hidden, intricate web linked hundreds of popular food brands to work done by U.S. prisoners. A 2-year Associated Press investigation found that everything from grains, meat, eggs, and milk had been grown, harvested, or produced by incarcerated people. And their labor finds its way into the supply chain of some of the most recognized brands and largest food companies in the world.
These types of agricultural programs are being run at prisons across the country. Dozens of them generate revenue. Those are the green dots you see there on your screen. One penitentiary highlighted by the AP is the state prison in Angola.
Let me stop it and let me rewind real quick. Look at that. So there's green dots, they say, right? Green dots. But those other dots too also represent, minor labor type of shit, right? So we have the green dots, which represent the majority of the labor, whatever, fine. But you see in New York, Massachusetts, there's dots around there. There's dots in California. Where else? There's dots. It's a liberal state. There's dots somewhere around Michigan. There's dots. You know what I'm saying? So it's not only like I find it interesting that they say, "Oh, this is so fucked up" or whatever. But I don't hear no sentiment coming from either side saying like, "Oh, the Republicans or Democrats are doing." You know why? Because this is why right here. All of them are doing it. And I don't mind it. I don't. It's just awesome. Fuck yeah, man. Applaud, man. Who would have ever thought that I would say I would applaud a liberal?
One penitentiary highlighted by the AP is the state prison in Angola, Louisiana. A prison spokesperson there pushed back on the slavery comparison, saying Angola has transformed with large-scale criminal justice reforms. The official pointed to other programs like educational and spiritual options that prisoners can choose from. NBC's Lester Holt met with one prisoner who took that route back in 2019. Watch.
What is it like to serve time in the same prison that your father was executed in?
At first, it was embarrassing. I just knew I had to do something different than just do time and die in prison. I was able to go to the seminary. I graduated with a BA, 3.91 average in 2013. I was selected to be a social mentor.
Joining me now is Robin McDowell. She and her colleague Margie Mason are the authors of this sweeping investigation. Robin, welcome. Thanks for joining us this evening. The story that we just heard, that's just one example, right? What did your investigation find on a broader scale about the experiences at Angola and prisons that have these agricultural programs across the country?
Well, we discovered mainly that people are being forced to work for pennies, sometimes nothing at all. And that really these, in our opinion, are some of the most vulnerable workers, because if they refuse to work, they can be punished. That can mean being sent to solitary confinement. It can mean losing the chance at parole. If they get hurt, they really have very few protections at all. They're not protected by basic things like the Fair Labor Standards Act. If they're injured, and if they need, if they're killed, the Prison Labor Reform Act makes it very difficult to sue.
And we're hearing comparisons to slavery. Let's remind people what the 13th Amendment says about slavery. Quote, neither slavery nor involuntary servitude, except as a punishment for crime whereof the party shall have been duly convicted, shall exist within the United States or any place subject to their jurisdiction. Robin, what can be done if this is enshrined in our Constitution?
Well, I think people need to remember, a lot of things that are legal are not necessarily right. We can look directly at slavery. Efforts are underway now to make changes to that, to the amendment, and also similar language in state constitutions. I guess that is a start. There are also efforts to try to get people who are working behind bars or as part of work release programs to at least get paid fairly and to be protected.
We know this investigation calls out really large companies like McDonald's, Whole Foods, General Mills. Do they know what is happening, and have they responded to your reporting?
Well, just to make a distinction between how these goods are ending up in the supply chains of some of these biggest products. Some big companies buy directly from big prison farms and others through third-party suppliers. So I think it depends on how closely they are connected to the actual initial purchase, whether or not they know.
Did anything surprise you during your research as you conducted this investigation? And where do you see this going in the future?
I think really what surprised us most was the lack of protections if something went wrong. I think there are a lot of things to continue looking at in this area, things that, you know, I can't really talk about here, but this is really a rich area for investigation.
Mm-hmm. Robin McDowell, we really appreciate your reporting on this.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and
They do snitch on themselves in the rap songs and shit all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, all the time. And it's like, man,
Bunch
it's
of little
nuts.
geniuses.
Yeah, they are astronauts, man. I just came from space with them. Yeah. We just landed and they started doing crime. I don't know what happened. I don't know.
Yeah. Palomino made a
Crazy.
good point, though, because we do have a huge private prison for profit system going on right now. And I get that things weren't run well federally or not federally, because there's still federal prisons, but locally. But I do think we need to go back to only, you know, state and federal institutions and not have a private prison system. And then the working for them would be fine, right? Because if they're working for a private prison, then what's that labor supporting? Could be anything. Maybe freaking making semiconductors. I'm just kidding. I know they're not making semiconductors, but you know what I mean.
They are smart enough to make them. I mean, they're young scholars. MIT.
But yeah, we need to get rid of the. So I mean, I would say yeah, I do kind of take issue with it only from the standpoint for the private prison system.
Man, as long
Because
as some of
they're
that money,
already anyway.
as long as that some of that money comes back into, I don't know, the taxpayer system, then I don't have a problem.
Right. But I mean, I guess we got to do a deeper dive. What kind of labor is this? Where's the labor going? What's it going towards? Is it going towards the community? You know, their local community? Cool. You know, if it's just basic stuff like that, cleaning up roads and all of that stuff. I don't know about the whole firefighter thing. I don't know about that.
Who said something about firefighters?
No, I know. I'm just saying those are jobs some of the prison people have had. Remember all kinds of stuff about the prison firefighters.
Man, I would not have a prisoner save me, bro. In a fire? Hell no. I'd be like, get your criminal hands off me.
Mm-hmm.
What's wrong with you?
Rather let my house burn down than you come inside.
Let's see what this chick has to say, because I found this very interesting.
Hi dudes, thank you so much for engaging on my post. I wanted to respond. So yes, the word that I was looking for is definitely close custody, but I don't like how you trying to say I don't know what I'm talking about regarding inmates going outside of a gate, and do I think they'll let them get close to a blade? I don't know what the hell they'll do. It's so much stuff going on in prison, but I'm telling you what Mr. Raul told us, which was the consultant that had over 4 decades in corrections, from juveniles to jails to prisons, state and fed. I mean, the man is all over, and he was the one that said, if you're sentenced to life, once we do your career evaluation or whatever, your program evaluation or whatever, more than likely we're going to try to put you outside. We want you to sweat. We need you to do grounds, maintenance, maybe exterior painting. I don't know. And then he went on to say that they help with they do eye contact, license plates, dentures, the uniform. They help with the uniforms. They're cooking, they're cleaning. They call the laundry people laundry trustees. It just sound like they want to give it to like a, you know, saying is, said they do a lot of stuff. They got a lot of careers and programs. If you got life, they want you outside. And that man specifically said, they said it twice. Lawn care. Lawn care. They rather the inmates do it because they don't want to pay nobody else to do it. Go back and watch. It was day one. And if you're looking for a place to watch the stream, make sure you come check out me and my dad. I'm over on Cuff Media and he's over on Street Elements Global Media. See you guys in the next video. Hi, dudes. Thank you so much.
Yeah, they got jobs out there. You can't complain about having no job. Oh, we got jobs for you, baby boy. We got jobs. Yes, sir. Ooh, we have jobs.
Brian, in California at least, some of those forests are still around like civilians. I get what you're saying, and it would be like the, you know, like CDF for California, but there's still things that line up. You know what I'm saying?
Man, whatever. They can make condoms. They can make plates, whatever the hell it takes, man. I don't care, but they're gonna do something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you're just not gonna be locked up in a cell all day. No. Do something.
Yeah, and honestly, at that, it's still not worth keeping them alive.
No, it ain't. I personally think we should get rid of them, but that's just me.
Me too. I mean, I am a humanitarian, but not when
Yeah, but it's a burden. It's a burden because I mean you done fucked up, bro. Like you took a life, so your life has to be taken.
That's like, yep.
I
also think rapists should too. They should be taken out.
Agreed. No problem. You got no problems with me on that one. All right. Let me see. Let me put this on real quick.
Concrete walls, my only view. Another sunrise, another day through. This ain't no country club party, just sweat equity, darling. Sweat equity. That's my philosophy. Working hard for nothing. Just a whole lot of suffering. The warden, he just laughs and grins. Says, son, you're paying for your sins. I just nod and wipe my brow. Gotta get out of here somehow. Sweat equity, that's my philosophy. Working hard for nothing, just a whole lot of suffering. They say humor is a coping skill, so I laugh until my belly fills. At the irony of it all, this prison ain't got no last call. Sweat equity, that's my philosophy. Working hard,
Sweat equity. Ain't that something, dude? Yeah, and this is why. Look, this like, even though I made that statement to to say that white people are locked up more than blacks or whatever. Like I was just throwing shit out just to make a point, right? But look at this. This is just Massachusetts, 2021, 2019. The comparison between race and inmates. So the numbers you see right here, you see whites 53, blacks 383, Hispanics 181. Um, what is that? American Indian and Native, whatever. Jesus Christ. All right. Yeah, see, so you see these numbers, man, and damn, so damn, what the hell happened here in 2001? Why the natives acting out, man? Jesus Christ. We're going ape shit crazy. So the natives is beating the African Americans over here, the FBA, the Hispanics, have gone down because they probably got most of them up out of here. You know what I mean? Yeah, but that was 2001 with Biden, so it probably wasn't even counting them in like that. It was like, just come into the border.
Well, how many of those natives are actually black that consider themselves natives?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking that too. I was thinking that same thing too. I just didn't want to
Curious,
say it.
sir.
Yeah,
Curious, sir.
just didn't want to say it.
The other thing that popped in my mind is I'm not saying all Alaskans are bad. I think there's some pretty amazing, great Alaskans out there, but it is it's a faraway place that not a lot of people want to go to, and there is a huge amount of missing people in Alaska, and people are like, oh, they just trail off into the wilderness and they get lost. Well, maybe there's a lot of human trafficking happening there, or murders or stuff, So, hey, what if a whole bunch? I mean, I'm just trying to find a bright side.
Mm. Have you ever wondered what rats do underground where they live?
Not really, but could be interesting, I guess.
All right.
Stop it. They have a rave underground.
Yeah.
So
After a hard day's work.
That's cute. That's way better than I thought it was going to be. Thanks.
It's a rap party. Yep. Definitely. Definite rap party. For a moment there, I thought, no, sir, I'm not even gonna say it. Not even gonna say it. Not gonna say it. Don't say it.
I
Don't
think we were
say it.
thinking the same thing because I already told myself, don't say anything.
Yeah, don't say it.
Mhm.
Oh man. You got anything you want to pull up?
Not necessarily. I can probably find something. I just came up because I came back.
Oh, from your dinner?
Yeah,
How was it?
it was good. It was fun. It was a nice time.
What you eat?
Well, I always just get chicken.
I always get chicken.
Some kind of chicken. Yeah, it was good. Let me see. I didn't email myself yesterday. You know what we also need to do at some point is talk about when we're doing the book reading. You know, we got to finish that book because we started it.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. Damn, man, I got a zit in my forehead. Shit's bumping. I don't even know why the hell I'm still getting these things at fucking about to be 40, man.
In 2 more years.
Yeah, I know. I already feel it though. This is my song. Yeah, I think I'm about to end this, man. I'm so tired, dude. You know what time I ended the stream yesterday?
No, what time?
Like 4:50.
What the hell are you guys talking about?
I don't know, man. I don't know. And then so I woke up at what time? Around 10. So I ain't get no sleep. And I just went out and started working.
I understand. We all have
Bro.
those things.
Yeah, I know. Like, and it's crazy because earlier today, I kept bumping into shit, right? But I didn't feel tired. But I knew that I was tired because I was bumping into things. You know what I mean? And I'm like, what the hell? Why am I being such a klutz? And it's because my mind ain't like, you know what I mean? Processing things.
Yeah, I totally get that. You're just off.
Yep. I had like like 3 cups of coffee today, but that shit didn't do shit, man. Oh, it was beautiful.
like-
today, too.
Yeah, it was nice today. It was really hot, actually. Well,
Yeah, it
not
was
really
beautiful.
hot, but sweaty enough. Could get sweaty out there.
Yeah, but there was a point today where temperature went down to like 83. Right?
Yeah.
And then
Like
it
after
started
5.
no, it just started feeling chilly. And I swear to God, like 20 minutes later, it just went up. Because you gotta remind you, like it was already hot and then it went down and then it went back up. And I'm like, what the? It's weird.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting. I
Massachusetts.
didn't notice the up, down, up.
Yeah, Massachusetts for you, man. I mean, I noticed because I'm always in my car, so I'm always like looking at the clock and the temperature thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I'm like, yo, why the hell? It said 91 not too long ago. Now it says 83. And then like literally 10 minutes later, it went back to like 89. I'm like, what?
Okay, dumb question, but you weren't in the shade or something, right?
Nah.
Okay, just checking.
Nah.
Have to ask these
It
questions.
could also be because probably where I was, it was up mountain or close to the water.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, close to the water.
Yeah. That would make sense. See?
Totally.
My mind
There we go.
wasn't thinking right. So there you go.
We figured it out, everyone.
Figured it out. It's next to the ocean. Dude, I looked at that ocean, man. That Atlantic Ocean, bro, and I was just like, that shit's scary, dude.
It's scary.
Yeah, I don't like the ocean, man. I don't.
I can't wait to go swimming in it.
Like on the shore, fine, but like I don't like the ocean.
Yeah.
Like I've been to cruises, because I was like, let me do it, to check it off my bucket list up as an experience or something. You know what I mean? But like, even that I don't like.
Were you
Like,
scared out there?
Yeah, I'm just like thinking to get to land, man, because it's like, anything can happen.
Yeah, I guess.
Do you remember that time where that ship that got stranded because the power went off and shit, and nobody could, like, everybody was pooping, throwing their poop overboard and stuff, and
Was it like a few years ago, maybe?
yeah, and they got like stuck in the Gulf of Mexico, and I like, you would think that those ships would have like an anchor, but they don't. you know, they
Cruise
only have.
ships?
No, they don't. They don't.
Yeah, they do.
The anchors that they have is the ones that is rope, not one to be anchored in the shore.
Oh yeah,
You understand what I'm saying? So
I guess.
so that thing at least would have kept them there. But what ended up happening was, the ship was off or whatever, and the shit just, fucking sailed back. the rescue the rescue took way longer now because they drifted.
Oh God. That's fucked up. That sucks. But shouldn't there be like redundancy power, some generator, something at least for the communications battery?
I don't know,
That's crazy, dude.
what ended up happening. I think it was like where all the wiring is or whatever. That shit burnt. Like it caused a fire.
Like the whole electrical went out.
Yeah, and like the wires were so burnt out that you couldn't even connect them.
Well, I still think that there should be some backup system that's not
Oh,
connected
of course,
to any of
it
that.
should be, but there wasn't.
I cannot be the first person to think of this. Absolutely not.
Bro, it was so disgusting. There's a thing on this shit on Netflix, bro. People were pooping in bags and putting them outside the door, throwing them over the sea. Like, bro, it was gnarly, bro. And it smelled like, oh, bro. People were sleeping outside because of the smell was so horrible inside the boat. Ugh.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like something I would watch.
Bro, it
I
was
mean, for
disgusting.
learning the experience, but all that poop now.
You want to know what's gross? There was still people like, because they were giving out free alcohol since, to try to calm people down or whatever, which was a stupid idea.
Because then they're barfing.
No, because people started fucking and shit, and
Oh.
there's no running water or anything, dude.
Oh. You saying everybody got horny and boned?
So the people that went,
drunk?
yeah.
Hmm.
Netflix had to add that in there.
Of course. It wouldn't be a Netflix show without that.
Oh, of course not. Come on. It's part of the agenda. Yeah, man, but I don't like cruises like that, man. Like I went to one, and dude, the waves were so choppy. We didn't have a good experience. We were on the beach with hoodies, like, bro.
That sucks.
It was bad because there was a northeastern. So when that northeastern came down to like Florida and shit, it was just cold. So I was like, fuck, man. It just ruined the vacation. Unpredictable weather. Yeah, I was getting seasick.
Yeah, that sounds like a wholly crappy experience. You didn't have good weather. You didn't have
Mm-mm.
good water.
The best thing was the food.
The best thing was the food. Well, at least there was that.
That was it.
If you weren't too nauseous to eat enough.
Nah, fuck that at that point because we had weed, so we would smoke before we ate. Yeah, we snuck that shit in there in the ship. Yeah, right.
Oh, you want to hear a story? So I went on a cruise with my ex, not the police officer, the second one. Anyway, of course we're taking weed. Friends took weed. Of course they put it in their luggage like a smart person. I told them put it in your luggage, that just kind of rolls on through. Put it in the luggage. He's like, no, I would have it on me. I would have. God, you're like, or So I couldn't believe it. He wouldn't listen. He wouldn't listen to me. He wouldn't listen to his friends. Somehow he's the smartest guy in the room. Of course it gets taken. We had to wait. One, to see if the captain would give us permission to bring it on, like he's gonna fucking say yes. But two, really, to see if the captain's gonna let him be on the ship. And it was like, oh great, might not even go on this little trip now. But luckily, he let him go. Just confiscated the weed. He probably smoked it, but at least we had our friends' weed.
They probably smoked it.
They probably did, man. Why not?
Hey, confiscate this. We.
Yeah. Right.
You're hot, girl. My dog over here with her mouth open.
All the aliens are brown and they won in Norway. Cam's hilarious. No, wait. I'm sorry. Hold on.
Cam is hilarious. Yes, he is. I'm about to end the show, man. I'm running on fumes. But yeah, man. Sweat equity. I don't have an issue with it. I'm down. I'm game for it. People need to stop bitching. Oh, but you got to put yourself in their position. Why would I put myself in their position? It's the dumbest thing I've ever heard anybody say in their life. But you got to put yourself in their position, Latino. No, boy. No.
Of a murderer or a rapist? Like, why? It doesn't make sense.
Like, but put your shoes, Jules. You got to, bro. You gotta. No. No. Damn, man. So now, so this is supermarket, right? And the supermarket is like far, like from where I live, right? So the only time I get to go there is when I'm like working, right? And they have these like gelato popsicles. And dude, I wanted to buy one. I grabbed one, and when I saw the price of it, Jules, I put that shit back. That shit cost $5.29. One ice cream.
How big was it?
It's a popsicle.
It's a popsicle. I hear you.
I'm like, bro, but like, I'm just gonna buy it just to see, like, what's the hype? You know what I mean?
What flavor?
Oh, the one that I saw was white chocolate.
I love white chocolate.
Yeah, and I was like, damn, I've never had a white chocolate gelato. I'm like, this might be interesting.
That sounds good.
Yeah, because I usually go for like the coconut. Yeah.
Coconut too.
My kids usually it's the lime or the blueberry shit. Ugh,
Yeah.
so whack.
So did you get it or did you say no because it was
Yeah, I was like, I ain't paying 5 something for this. Like, and now I'm regretting it.
Well, there's always tomorrow or the next time you hit that place. You could be like, you know what?
Yeah,
I'm
because
with
like
it.
every time I go, the fridge is empty. Like it's a freezer, like a special freezer. Let
Oh,
me
so
see.
they're never even there when you go.
Yeah, they have like their own special freezer. Let me see if I find these damn things. Let me see if I can show you.
Okay.
Yeah, man. And I'm like, yo, got a whole bunch of flavors. Let me see. Gelato popsicles. Let me see.
Have you had mochi before? You know what mochi
Yeah,
is?
I'm not a big fan of that. My kids like that shit, but I don't. Oh, right here. So what's the name of this brand? It's come on. The fuck?
Brian asked, was it a pop-up or a sickle?
I'll show you right now because I found it. I'm just trying to. Damn, man. What the?
What the?
Okay, there it is. There's the name. All right. Now let me actually look it up in Google. Paste. There we go. Let me pull up my screen. Bam. Why can't I zoom in?
Gelati.
Why the fuck can I not zoom in? Oh, dude. This is really pissing me off. All right. That's the one I was going to do.
Mm-hmm.
It looks kind of foggy, though, but right here, this is the one.
Looks good. Yeah. I mean, if I was gonna go for gelato, I would totally do that. I don't eat a lot of sweet stuff anymore, though. Like, I really don't. I barely ever have
I don't know.
sugar.
I love sweets.
Yeah, so is my man. He's gonna end up diabetic.
Fuck it.
So
We
sodas.
only live once.
Gummy snacks, gummy snacks, gummy snacks.
All right, let's go into their. They got like a whole. Look at them. They're all fancy and shit. Look at this. Look at this shit. They're all fancy and shit. Look at that.
Well, gelato usually is pretty quality. Nice.
And they use like real jam and all that.
Yeah. Gelato's usually pretty pure ingredients, you know?
They got passion mango. I would try that. I would try that. Super dulce de leche. I would definitely. Berry. Yeah, I love berries, so I'll try that too. The coconut breeze, I would try. The chocolate one, I'll pass on. The pistachio, I'll pass on. Cookies and cream, definitely. The hazelnut, definitely. That yogurt stuff, I'm not really with that. Light chocolate. If it's milk chocolate, light chocolate, I could maybe. This thing over
You
here.
don't like dark chocolate?
Nah, I'm not a big fan. And then this right here. Ooh, what are you talking about? That white chocolate, bro. Ooh. Finest. See, I ain't gonna put my address and then dox me. So, nope.
No. Nope. Nope. Brian bought rainbow sherbet today. That gives me childhood memories.
Yeah, man. If you ever come to Boston, you should go to the North End. Good Italian food, good Italian pastries, good Italian everything. It's Little Italy.
Sure, I'll try it. It's hard to eat too much Italian food though, you know. You try one place, you don't have any room to try another place.
Yeah. You don't.
Yeah, for a while.
It's very filling,
Yeah.
very hearty.
I would appreciate it though.
Yeah, you would. I'm telling you, man. It's good. It's good shit.
Yeah, NYC Majestic said you might have to reconsider and give us a review. So when you do buy one, you
know what? I'm gonna buy a couple and I'm gonna review them.
Okay.
And see how they are, because if it's trash, if it's name,
Kim. Kim says he always takes women to ice cream stores to see how they suck the ice cream off the cone because it's a window into skills they may or may not have. Oh, so see, keyword, he said suck. He doesn't want them to lick it. He's a suck one. Yeah.
Now, Cam,
Any licks in there, or just
put your earmuffs on, Jules.
Okay.
Cam, no sound or sound. I'll let you answer that in the chat. You know what I mean by that. I'm not going to elaborate. But yeah, any last words, Jules, before I get up out of here?
We waited for an answer.
Waiting for an answer too, but you know, he don't care. He's gonna say it regardless.
I know. Well, I'm just kind of food comaed. I'm sorry. No, I guess.
Oh, dude,
no,
I'm
I
cold.
mean,
I'm cold. I'm tired. I'm tired the fuck out. I just wanted to get this whole sweat equity thing because that shit was pissing me off. It's like, he's a slave. It's like, bro, shut up. Like, he committed a crime. He killed somebody. It is what it is.
there you have it.
My man.
Oh, boys.
Oh, Lord. Yeah, we're no good, Jules.
Gotta love you, man. Because, we need you for stuff. We need you to build stuff and make stuff.
Yeah, they do. They do defend murderers, man. It's disgusting.
These people are insane.
Yeah, they are.
I mean, I know we already talked about it, but like, and the whole those attorneys or the the people talking about it, or the whatever the activist people talking, like they sound ridiculous. Like, oh well, then they might have to work and do something. It's like,
I mean, what do you want them to do? Like, just look at the ceiling?
Yeah.
Like, no, what the hell? They can build nice little toys and shit for kids and Christmas. I don't know. Whatever.
I don't want their energy on my kids' stuff or any kids' stuff.
Yeah, I get that, but you get what I'm saying. Like,
yeah, they could make anything.
It could be part of society or something. I don't know, make toilets or something.
Yeah, make toilets. That's a good one.
And clean them too.
Clean them. Exactly, Ryan. How did we get here?
We do.
Protecting criminals over victims. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's how it always is though with these libtards. It's a bunch of retards. It's up is down with them and down is up.
It's like they're not even thinking about the person who got murdered.
No,
or
not
their
at all.
Family.
Not at all.
What about the victim? What about the victims' families? What about
They've
the
been so
victims' children
programmed
if they
to-
had any?
They've been so programmed just to see one side.
Yeah.
And not to see both perspectives.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's the issue with them. It's nuts.
Something's gotta give. Like either
Yeah,
something's gotta happen to where they don't yeah. This. Well, I mean, even just like the dumb liberals who, want to coddle murderers and rapists.
Well, when they
something's
protest,
gotta
these stupid liberal blue-haired dumbasses, right? And they get locked up, and for 6 months, and they locked up, then sweat equity for they fat ass. You know what I mean? Shit, sweat equity for everybody, man. Equity for everybody. I mean, this is the shit that they celebrated, right? And they want equity.
Mm-hmm. You're right.
Yeah, you go. They got it. They got it now. Sweat equity.
There you
And
go.
you see a fat liberal be like, "Oh my God, that sounds so exhausting." Oh man, but I'm gonna get up out of here, Jules.
Alrighty.
Peace to the chat.
Well, so am I.
And good
Yeah, I
night,
think
y'all.
we'll come back better the next time. We'll have be
Yeah.
more energized.
Fanta took it out of me yesterday.
Did he stay up the whole time with you?
Yeah. He was cool though. Like we had a good time. As always, he's fun too. I don't know why people don't like him, but he's fun. I like the
people
guy.
don't like him either. He cracks me up. I mean, I get when, sometimes people just want to get in what they have to say, and then they're arguing about who's going to talk first. And so I think that's where it comes in with him and other people. But, we do all right. So.
Yeah, I never had an issue with
that. Yeah.
Well.
Thank you guys for being here. NYC, Cam, Brian. Who else was here? Well, Nate was earlier. We know he's not here anymore.
Yeah, you gotta even going to sleep. You gotta go to work tomorrow. Doing the same thing too. All right, guys. Peace.
Yeah. We are live. Let's talk about it with your host Jules and Latino. Let's talk about it. Pull up a chair and show people. Let's talk about it. Real life, real laughs on a reload. Let's talk about it with your host Jules and Latino. Jules got the gems, big facts. Latino bring the spice. No cap, 2 mics, 1 vibe. Tap in, turn it up, tell a friend. Let's begin. Let's talk about it with your host Jules and Latino. Let's talk about it. Pull up a chair and show people. Let's talk about it. Real life, real laughs on a reload. Let's talk about it with your host Jules and Latino.
Whatever the fuck you want to say don't mean I gotta listen to it and not stop talking because you want to talk.
Let's talk about it with your host Jules and Latino. Pull up a chair, this your people. Real life, real laughs on the reload. With your host Jules and Latino. Jules got the gems, big facts. Latino bring the spice. No cap, 2 mics, 1 vibe. Tap in, turn it up, tell a friend. Let's begin. Let's talk about it with your host Jules and Latino. Pull up a chair, this your people. Real life, real laughs on the reload. With your host Jules and Latino. Jules and Latino. Jules and Latino.
Come on, Latino, you gotta stop supporting this shit, OG.